Hey everyone, Jan here in editor mode. Just a quick note before we begin. I somehow managed to mix up the intros for episode 3 and 4. I don't know how that happened. So that's why this one might sound a little bit weird, because it's for the previous episode. Enjoy. Patsy?
Hello everyone, my body is a cage formed by my bad choices. Lovely to be here.
Also, that does remind me, once we're playing, if you have food in your hand or in your mouth, you are not allowed to speak.
Nom, 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 nom.
No.
Or be near the microphone.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was the latter. Do we speak a lot with food in our...
Yes.
You do, yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, I do.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
You want to hear the recordings. It's just...
I mean, you can hear Mike chewing in the background, but you chew and talk at the same time. And that means that I can't cut that out.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious, though.
Not me though, right? I have dainty ladylike manners.
I was picking up your chewing on Patsy's mic one time. And it wasn't like loud chewing. It was just like... I was like, where the fuck is that? And I spent like 15 minutes like muting all the channels going, what? Where is this coming from? Hello, this is the Tales of Podcast, and I am Fabio. I am your handler for this evening. Well, maybe you're listening to this in the morning, or midday, or midnight. We don't know. That is the beauty of the medium. We are playing Delta Green tonight, or we're not getting into that again. We're playing Delta Green, and we're playing an adventure called Viscid, and... this is the third time that we've played it.
Is that pronounced like biscuit?
Viscid.
No, Viscid.
I mean, it might be.
You can say viscid if you want, but then
Biscuit?
You'd be wrong.
Biscuit.
Are you going to viscid for a biscuit?
You're thinking of viscous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a word to which it is related.
It is
we just don't know how it's said. It might be different, might be the same.
Anyway, this conversation has been going on for 2 weeks. Tonight, joining me as our agents of M-Cell, plus an agent from a different cell, are
From the
Jan.
G unit.
Now your name types up on the bottom of the screen.
You see Selena Goodwill. Selena Goodwill in a 70s catsuit.
Yes.
Not back to back with someone with an umbrella, but with lots of cats all around her ankles. Hi, I'm Jen, and I'll be playing Selena Goodwill, aka Agent Madeline, expert human behaviorist, amateur animal behaviorist, Catwoman to the stars.
And thank you again to last week's surprise guest star, Selena Gomez. Was here in Berlin. Quite recently, I think. That feels like that. Something inside my brain tickled when those two words came together. I think it was a memory.
It's called getting an erection.
In my brain. Brain erection.
It's a bit too viscid for me.
Okay, we've already introduced Jan, so let's introduce someone else. How about Patsy?
Okay, Agent Garret turns, raises his eyebrows wryly, lifts a cup of coffee, and then freeze frame as his name appears beneath him in yellow writing, and starring Agent Garret, 25-year veteran of Delta Green, and now past it. Playing him will be Patsy.
What is written on his mug?
Oh, world's worst dad, brother. Like a miserable husk of a man.
World's most unavailable dad.
Actually, I don't think he ever had any children.
Emotionally unavailable until I've had my coffee.
Talking about emotionally unavailable, Mike is here.
Hello. I'm Mike, and I am playing Super Mario from Bob Hoskins. The show. Good evening.
Nailed it. All of your points are in the jump skill. That's
Yeah. Shall I do that again?
You can't go.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, that worked better.
Yep. My name.
And this will help the edit.
My name is Michael, and I am playing Dr. Lucas Boshiers.
He's not a doctor.
Special Agent Lucas Boshiers of the Federal Bureau of
BIs.
Hello, my name is Mike. And
Okay, everyone stop laughing and let him do a clean one.
Hello, my name is Michael. I'm playing Special Agent Lucas Boshiers of the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
ASMR expert.
Oh, gross. From my lips, from my fleshy pillows to your ear holes.
We'll use one of the other recordings.
no, just Frankenstein all of them together.
Hey! And
I'm not following that.
we never called you Chuck. Can we call you
Yeah,
Chuck?
you can call me Chuck. I don't mind.
Chuck. That's
Chuck.
cool.
I like Chuck.
Chuck E. Bees.
Chucky. Yeah, I like Chucky. I am Chucky, and I am playing Eric Peraz, also known as Agent Michaels. Still, no fires to be put out for Eric Peraz.
Well, we don't know because this is the intro to episode 3, but we haven't played episode 2 yet.
Technically, there was a fire and you completely missed it. You have
Yes,
to read about it in the newspaper.
I
like
know.
an
It's
idiot.
embarrassing, isn't it? But
aye.
I think I've solved this case, guys. I think I figured it out. You said there's containers with written bounce on it, and it's a little viscous material that's just...
God.
Are you making
It's
a flubber joke?
flubber.
I already made that last session.
I already edited the flubber reference out of
fuck
episode
off.
1.
Come on, Fabio.
Oh, fuck.
Nice one.
I thought it was so good. Well,
I
fuck
also
it.
edited out the bit where we confused which Washington we were in.
Yeah, that's probably...
No one came out looking good from that one.
No, that's why I kept my mouth shut.
We're in Washington State, right?
We're in Washington State now.
Yes.
Where were we before?
We were in New York.
Why did you say now like that? Like we used to be in Washington,
Because
D.C.
at some point we all flew to the wrong Washington.
At some point, you all thought you were driving to Washington, D.C.
Oh, fuck it. I love the idea of an evil flubber, and Robin Williams has been killed by his bouncing creation.
I also just love the idea of
Daniel
five
Boone, played by
Europeans
Robin
sitting here
Williams.
knowing nothing about American geography.
Yeah, word.
I think the majority of our listeners now are American. So
Really?
I never leave Brooklyn.
I think our listeners might be bots. All right, let's play fucking Delta Green.
Hey!
All right, let's go back to the morgue now. Agent Madeline and Agent Garret and the illegal autopsy of Amanda Griffin. Cool. Okay.
Gloves and masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't hear any alarm going off.
Sorry,
And the
sorry,
building,
Morgan.
the building is entirely silent. You make your way past Dr. Lewis Stubbs' office and into the morgue. It's dark. Do you turn on the light in here, or you just using torches?
Well, before I get to that, I was just thinking, do we want to perform the autopsy here or take it with us and get out fast?
Don't really have a better place. But I mean, and I guess it's equally noticeable whether a body is missing or whether a body has had an unauthorized autopsy done on it. But it should be a while before anyone checks on it.
Exactly.
Right? Is it definitely a discussion we've had before getting to this
Yes.
point?
You mentioned the green box. If we set up like a temp place in the green box, we can set it up with like dark.
Yeah, I
Dark
mean,
covers and
would that
stuff.
be a thing? Like green boxes are mostly for storage, right? But can we use it as?
I think I told you there's this green box in Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah, would that be remotely practical? Like, could we set it up as a little operation room? Given what I know of green boxes.
Green boxes can be a locker. They can be a storage unit. It could be it could be something you can just fit a rucksack into. It could be something you could live in.
Right,
what
we're
you're
doing
saying
it
is
here.
we don't know what
because
our
you
green
didn't go
box
to
is.
look.
Yeah, I've not visited it, so I say, fuck it, we'll do it live. We're doing it right here.
Okay. There's no windows on the first floor.
There's not.
So nobody will know if I turn the light on
Exactly.
in here. But I'm going to replace the bulb with one of the infrared bulb that I brought.
What does that do?
It's like the red lights that you have in a dark room.
Okay.
Let's say there's a lamp to the side. There's a desk lamp that you can replace the bulb on, because above the tables in the morgue, it's like strip lighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, I put it into a little side lamp because I don't know what degree of light is going to affect the body.
That's true. I have a sort of scrolled, it doesn't like the light, like some sort of horror game environmental storytelling. So
So I open up the thingy.
Yeah, you find the drawer with the corpse of Amanda Griffin in it, and slide it out. Her corpse is in there. It's not quite deep freeze, but it's cold. It's going to take some work to perform this autopsy, unless you're going to hang around for her to thaw, which presumably you're not. So you've got your hands full here.
if we need someone to help with some bone sawing, I'm right here. Otherwise, I've got my gun out and I'm glaring at the corpse and at the one entrance to the room alternately.
Garret helps you maneuver the corpse onto a slab, and you gather implements and expose the flesh of the corpse.
What does the body look like?
The body looks like the almost frozen corpse of an African-American woman who has... There's some damage to her face and neck, and there is the same as you saw in the photographs that Lewis Stubbs showed you. The body really hasn't changed at all since then. You can still see that there's the blue crystalline build-up around the wound that's on her neck.
Well, I want to take a sample of the crystalline stuff around her neck.
Cool. Okay. What are you wearing?
I put on like gloves, and I said about the biohazard stuff.
So you brought the biohazard stuff with you in here? Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're in biohazard. Are you in biohazard?
No, I figure I'm just not approaching the body.
Right,
But
okay.
you said that you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, but like a mask so that like my face isn't recognized rather than like a COVID mask or whatever. So.
I thought you meant like medical stuff.
Okay, so you're away from it, over by the door.
Yeah, I'd be by the
perhaps.
door, yeah.
Cool, okay. And you've got a gun?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh no! So yeah, I take sample.
Yeah.
I put it.
It's quite difficult to scrape off, but yeah, it breaks away eventually if you really hack at it with a scalpel.
And I'm sealing them into like a light type box that I brought with me. And then I'm gonna crack that sternum. I just remembered one thing I wanted to do before I get elbows deep in that chest. That sounds weirdly sexual, and I don't know why. In that chest, yo. I wanted to find the hand and the foot of Grieves and I'm taking those.
Okay, sure. Let's say that you've packed them into a sample bag. So you make the Y incision and you begin to crack the sternum. Can you give me a biology roll?
I thought that was 99 then. It's 96, which sucks because my science is 60. My biology is 60.
Ooh, okay. All right.
My rolls suck today.
Okay. You make the incision and you crack the sternum, and you pull back the rib cage. Inside of Amanda Griffin's body, it seems many of her organs have turned blue and seem to have sprouted additional organs from themselves. Because the body was so cold, it's hard to move things aside. You really have to get in there to move organs out of the way to look at anything. Is that what you do?
So what you're basically saying is like where her heart is, there's like a stem coming off and it's growing another heart?
Yes. Not just a heart though. There's what looks like a hand. Very, very small hand in like a fist.
Yeah, good luck with that sanity check.
I absolutely knew it. It's some kind of cloning process.
Cloning Smurfs.
How did you hear about Project Gargamel?
Do you continue the autopsy?
I want to take one of those little hands coming out of the heart and just.
Okay, initiative.
Oh fuck! How do I do initiative again?
Just tell me your dexterity.
12.
Mine's 14.
I hate to say it, but you're watching the door, my friend. Although I feel like I'm talking out loud and telling Garret what I'm seeing.
I mean, I feel like I'm keeping an eye on you, like, from the door. Like, I'm not just sort of staring at it like I'm in the naughty corner.
You said you were 12
Yeah.
and you were 14.
Is this when Selena dies?
I'm
Because I'm close to my breaking point.
Yeah, but you're also wearing protective gear, which I'm not.
Okay, so you're rooting around inside of Amanda Griffin's chest, and you reach for this tiny hand, and it grabs your finger,
No!
and it clamps like a vice-like grip.
I do not like children. That's why I
Give
have
me a
keys.
sanity check.
Fuck.
Oh, this is where Selena goes crazy. It's gonna be under my breaking point, right?
Yep, under your current
Under
sanity.
my current. Is that 70? No, it's 7.
17.
No.
Yeah, it's just 7.
This is 7.
You passed.
I passed.
Yeah.
I was gonna bam you.
You managed to keep your shit together for a moment, because the next thing that happens is the clamp in her chest snaps in two as the rib cage clamps on your arm.
Oh shit.
Because I was going to say step away from the body, Agent, but too late for that. You're getting the thinged.
Oh. It got a crit success.
Oh no.
Sorry about that. Oh shit.
Yeah, this is where Selena dies.
It clamps on your arms, and you feel your arms. Well, I don't know if they break. Let's see what the damage is. Crit. So, I think we're gonna have to break one of your arms. I think your left arm, you feel it snap, and
As long
you
as
just,
I keep my arm, I'm happy.
you just manage to twist your right arm out of the chest cavity, but your left arm is still stuck in there right now. And as you look on in horror, trying to figure out what the fuck has happened, Amanda Griffin sits up on the slab, and with her other arm, she reaches back and fucking just wallops you in the fucking face. You feel, luckily, your arm comes free from the corpse as you are thrown backwards into the wall, probably hitting a slab on the way. Let's say, what kind of damage are we going to give you for this?
I have 8 hit points.
I'm going to say we'll use falling damage. First of all, why don't you roll this? Roll me a d4 first for the slap. That's 3.
3.
And then roll me a d6 as you are thrown across the room.
Does it say is critical damage separate from normal damage?
So 1.
Crit would mean full damage, but I just gave the crit to break the arm rather than kill Madeline in one go. 1. You are... what percentage of your max health is this?
Well, my max says 8.
Your max is 8, and you just took 4 damage now?
So that's half.
Yeah, so give me a con roll.
We're gonna see how Garret responds.
Kill them all. Burn the building down.
That's a 58 on a 55.
And you see as Agent Madeline's limp body slumps down to the floor in the corner of the room.
The other body, on the other hand, not limp.
No, very much not limp, and very much moving toward you.
Just one point, I would have told you very clearly about the UV torch in my bag.
Interesting. Well, right now I'm shooting into the head with my gun, but I will maybe think about that later.
Give me a roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, wait, that's 83 out of 85. There we go.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Okay, I think it's a D10 for most handguns. 3. Think a semi-auto gets 2 shots around, or is that not a Delta Green thing.
That's not Delta Green, no.
Fair enough. That's 3.
3 points of damage.
I'm blasting.
Yeah, it takes Griffin in the chest. You see a big fucking hole appear in her chest. And she continues. Where are you standing in relation to the door?
Like on the inside side of the door, so right now I guess I'd be blocking the closed door.
Yeah, she's running right towards you, and she now, unless you move, barrels right into you. You've taken a shot, so you can't fight back. So yeah, you're going to take the full brunt of this.
Thank you. Bosheer's just doing donuts outside. yeah.
And she takes a swing at you with her arm again. This time you see that the arm, which previously was a normally looking human arm, which slapped Madeline across the room, you now see that the hand has grown to twice the size, and the forearm has sprouted another hand. And she swings this at you. Garret somehow has the foresight to duck underneath this and roll away as she barrels through the door and out of the morgue. As you turn around, you see that the exit wound on the back of her shoulder from your gunshot is already starting to heal up. And as you watch it heal, you see 2 sets of eyes grow out of it and watch you as it turns the corner and runs down the hallway. What do you want to do now?
Fuck, that's a third one on the loose.
Okay,
I'm so
how
happy.
far away is Madeline's bag? Like, would it just be been by your feet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna chase this thing. I'm gonna see if I can get the UV torch out. You're on your own. Enjoy. I'll be back for you later.
Am I like knocked out?
You're unconscious,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can give chase. I don't know how like clumsy or fast it is, but I'm going to.
You run for Madeline's bag, you grab the torch, you check that it works, and you run to the door. And by the time you get out there, you realize that this thing is faster than you expected, because the door that you had come in and had left ajar has now been smashed outwards, and there is no sign of Amanda Griffin.
I sag briefly against the wall.
Bushies has a car.
Give me an alertness roll.
That's a 9.
Outside on the... You think it's coming from the street out back. You hear the beeping of a car horn and a screech of tires, and then a crash as a car seems to have crashed somewhere outside.
Okay, I'm gonna start texting or calling, I guess, Bosheers as I head back towards Selena.
Okay. You run back, and Selena is kind of groggily starting to come around. She's doesn't know what's going on. She looks like she's been badly hurt.
Okay, I don't want to be stuck here. I pick her up. I say, don't worry, we're getting out of here. Everything's going to be fine. And I start hustling out of there.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Okay. That's a 7.
7, excellent. You pick her up. She's pretty small.
I think we said she's like 5'9", 5'10", but...
So for Garret, she's pretty small.
Oh, yeah,
she
fair
weighs
enough.
nothing.
Yeah.
You grab her bag. Give me another alertness to make sure that you pick up all her stuff.
Yeah, that's a 93. I got other things on my mind.
All right. Okay.
No!
Got all of my stuff. I didn't leave any of my stuff scattered around the place like some sort of amateur.
You throw Agent Madeline over your shoulder and you get the fuck out of there. If you retrace your steps the way you got in, you see that Griffin kind of went out the same way because there's the fence has just been ripped down. Across the street behind the medical center, a car has crashed. It's completely crumpled into a wall. You can see that there is a person slumped over the steering wheel. The airbag has engaged for them, but they appear to be unconscious, or at least they're not moving in the brief moment that you see them. There's no sign of Griffin.
Okay, I put Madeline down in like, I don't know, a flower bed or something, like, and I'm gonna get Bosheers on speakerphone while I am attempting first aid on her.
Okay, give me a first aid roll.
Okay, what have I got in this? That's a 40. Oh, 26. No, that's a 62, sorry.
At least it wasn't a fumble and you didn't hurt her more.
Indeed. Yeah, you picking up your phone?
Yeah, I guess at this point, have I lost the cops? I've ditched the rental in some alley somewhere.
What was your roll again?
It was
mega low.
10 out of 70.
10 out of 70.
You lost them. You led them a merry dance for a while. You got them as far away from there as possible before you were able to double back.
Yeah.
And your phone starts ringing just as you're getting to the street that the medical center is on.
Okay. So I will have ditched that rental car in an alley somewhere. I'm like jogging to my car.
I don't think there was time to do that.
No? Okay.
No, this all took about, 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was essentially
10, 15 minutes.
there, yeah.
Okie dokie. Then I answer my phone.
Morgan, we got a situation. Madeline's down. We got a hostile on the loose. We need you back here right now.
I'm on it.
Yeah, pick up. Find us at the back, beside the crashed car, I guess. Which
you go by the place that you had prearranged for the pickup to happen. You see a badly injured Madeline and not injured at all, but probably
losing his cool somewhat.
Yeah, starting to freak out. Give me a sanity roll for seeing Amanda Griffin growing eyes out of her back and shit.
That's a 6. That's a success.
Success, yeah, you're keeping your cool. You load Madeline into the car. Do you do anything with the passenger in the crash car?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would check on them and probably call the emergency services, just do a quick, triage if I can get in there.
Give me a first aid again.
23.
Yeah, you're reasonably happy that they're not going to die in the next couple of minutes. They don't wake up while you're doing this, and you call 911 on their phone, maybe?
Yeah, and get the fuck out of there.
Cool. Okay. Just as you pile into the car and your Boshears is peeling away, you see the flash of sirens approaching faster than you had expected anyone would turn up.
Floor it, Morgan.
Give me another driving roll.
That's past 34.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you've made it away into the night.
Okay.
Where are you going to go?
Florida.
You spend much of the rest of the night evading police, I think.
I, for one, welcome our new blue multi-eyed overlords. Let's just wait for all this to blow over.
Meanwhile, in Idaho.
In Idaho.
We've learned nothing and just made the situation worse.
Yep. I feel like it's just going to get worse from here.
Just save us, Michaels. It's all on you now.
I gotta say, I'm the most excited now. I'm like, fuck yeah. All right.
You arrived at the ranger station and met with Ranger Henderson.
You messed with him.
So I left at 6 a.m. It's an 8-hour drive. So 2 a.m., but we've crossed time zone, so it's 1 a.m.
Oh, nice.
Yes, indeed. Ranger Henderson, Ranger Perez, please call me Eric. I'm going to be
okay, Eric.
Can
you tell me anything more about this now that we're face to face, we're not on the phone?
Absolutely, mate. Let me tell you everything as I understand it.
And you'll explain this to him as you...
So, before we go do that...
did you check how far it is from where you stop to the crash site?
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Let's say it's gonna take a hike that will end by the time the sun is coming up.
But, here's the thing. So technically speaking, each national forest will have different ranger stations anyway, all over the place.
I very well.
You what?
I've learned a lot about the National Park Service.
I have too. And then to add insult to injury, every area will also have OHV, off-highway vehicle roads. So we can drive to a place. I can probably get a couple hours of sleep before we have to hike and get there, because I do not think it is wise for us to get there in the middle of the night. I think we should get there at first dawn. And then I looked. I think if I take the roughest terrain and heavy backpacks, I think it's still 4 hours. So I think I can get a 3-hour nap. It's very important I get my 3-hour nap.
3-hour nap's not going to do anything for you.
Oh, fuck me. Are you kidding me?
It's not going to save you from that minus 20%, no.
Good. And coffee?
Coffee or speed?
Coffee. All right. 3-hour nap. Mountain, what is it? Ration bar.
Yeah.
Nap.
Crush up a load of Ritalin or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I would have offered you some Adderall before you left, but if you said no, you said no.
No. What else was I gonna say? I explain everything, leaving out the fact that it's somehow like cloning itself and eating up. It is somehow eating other animals. All I know is we observed at the original incident, it affecting wildlife nearby. Oh, not wildlife, but like animal life.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So now I'm concerned. Our goal is to get there first light, investigate the crash, assess the damage, and then decide on our next course of action.
Cool.
In our backpacks, we should have HVAC suits, I guess.
Okay.
Or is it called HVAC suits? Am I saying?
Yeah, sure.
I have no fucking idea. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Which stimulant are you using to stay awake?
Caffeine.
Okay, so that's only a 1d6 hours that will keep you going until you have the penalty. Or you can use harder drugs and you get 2d6 hours.
No, but I think we got one of those 2-liter containers of caffeine, like just cocoa. Yeah, coffee.
Give me a d6 roll.
You got it. All right, what I got? 3.
Okay, you've got 3 hours until you're on a minus 20% penalty.
And I gave myself the most extreme. It's gonna take 4 hours. So by the time I get there, I'm gonna be exhausted anyway.
No, I'm going to say that from the point you get there, you've got 3
Excellent.
hours. All right, you're at the crash site.
Dawn.
About an hour ago, you passed by another park ranger who, on one of those service roads.
Oh, I forgot one thing. Sorry, I wrote it
Yeah.
down. One last thing. Park rangers will have handheld GPS and satellite phones all combined in one thing. So I send Ranger Henderson's on-duty number to the rest of the group, and they can also track me on the GPS with
Okay.
that.
Does this mean if I text Michaels, he's gonna get it, given
No.
it has the GPS phone? So so that's Ranger business.
Yeah.
That's Ranger business, but you can now contact me if you need, or in an emergency, and I can contact you in an emergency, and you can see where I am.
Okay, well, because I was gonna say the next time your phone, your burner phone, is within network again, you're gonna get a sort of misspelled text saying "Don't try shooting it."
What time did the heist happen at?
It was like midnight.
Then I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You probably lose my phone will probably not have any contact whatever at about, if I leave about 4 in the morning.
Yeah, you get entity is extremely dangerous. Do not engage closely. Bullets ineffective. Good luck.
Cool. We'll cut back to the back of the car just for a moment as you are trying to. What are you doing in the back of the car? Or are you in the front?
I guess I'd be in the back with the sort of semi-conscious bleeding agent, right?
Yeah. Okay. You're still trying to hold her together. You get a buzz on your phone, and it is a message from your contact at DOD,
Lieutenant Felicia Gray.
Lieutenant. We're in America. Lieutenant Felicia Gray, and she just says, "Give me a postal address."
For me is the implication.
Yeah.
Shit, what do I have access to around here?
Got a motel.
The green box? Would it work with the green box to give that as an address?
No.
No, it's like a storage shed. Yeah, I would give the motel.
Cool. Okay. And that's all she says. You don't hear anything else.
Thanks, doll. All right, do we need to get this lady to a hospital? You any better at first aid than I am?
Can you say
probably not.
can you tell me describe what condition Selena's in?
Selena's left arm is broken. From an examination of her, you don't find any broken skin. She's not bleeding.
Right.
But she does have contusions, I suppose is what we call it, because you were smacked in the face and the smack to the face threw you across the room. So, yeah, you've got a lot of bruising, you've got a broken arm, and a serious concussion.
Okay, so I guess I'm trying to keep her sort of conscious and lucid, even though I don't know you or anything about you, so I'm making you name state capitals.
Selena canonically is British.
Oh, right,
She has
yeah.
no idea.
Okay, in that... I've probably clocked that, but I don't know that everyone in the world doesn't know state capitals. So I'm like, no, wrong, it's Little Rock, try another one.
I think if you're in the FBI, you are an American citizen, so you've been here long enough
I'm
to
American
learn
citizen, yeah.
to learn the state capitals.
You do know that a giant man is yelling in your face, so if that helps.
You should get her to explain the whole history of every single one of her cats.
Well, I don't even know she has cats, right?
This is true.
We're not friends.
There's fur on her coat. Come on. Deduce it. You're an inspector.
Okay, let's jump to the crash site.
Right.
You passed another ranger who was on one of the service roads like a couple of hours ago. That was the last. He was basically the cordon to stop anyone going to the crash site. First aid, there was more presence, but now people have kind of drifted off. They have other things to do. No one has given them any orders in relation to the crash site, so they haven't done anything. But it's not really under a tight cordon by any stretch of the imagination. So when you get to the crash site, it's in an area with quite heavy tree cover. But you have the GPS location of it, and you get there easily enough. The first thing you see is like the area where clearly the plane punched through the canopy of the trees. You can see that there are pieces of fuselage stuck in the trees. And then 50, 60 meters further on, you find what is left of this aircraft. It was a Beechcraft C-12 Huron, which is a twin prop plane, I think. Yeah. Which would have a crew of 2. So there is the cockpit at one end of this kind of cleared area. You can see that there was some burning, but a forest fire hasn't started. There was some rain this morning. Well, there has been several rain showers since the crash. Give me what is your search?
40.
Okay. So yeah, you find the cockpit. It's in a small crater. The wings were ripped off before the cockpit dug into this crater, and the engines with them. You can see that one of the engines exploded about 30 meters back, and there is some of the back section of the fuselage, like what might be like the passenger area, is strewn over the ground, over an area of about 200 square meters.
Okay.
You spend some time searching, and first of all, you find no signs of the pilot or the co-pilot. You do find their headsets, and their seats are there, and the seatbelts are still buckled. The straps are buckled. You find a biological samples container. It's been smashed open, and there's
outwards.
It looks like it was damaged in the crash.
Okay.
Like there's a big container that looks like the lid had been ripped off.
Yeah.
There's no sign of that lid. On the ground beside that is a large silver tube, looks almost like a thermos flask, just brushed silver. That has no top. It's empty.
Okay.
You find the top of this about 5 meters away, and it looks dented, and like the treads have just been completely ripped out. That's all you see at first look.
When you say ripped out, like something tried to get out.
Some force within the container clearly sheared the treads off the lid.
So we're talking like heavily carbonated water. No.
At least someone's been shaking this all the way from Seattle.
Seriously, okay. I mean, I take mental notes of all of this. It's bizarre.
Have you seen the bodies?
No, there's no bodies.
No bodies?
The seatbelt's still there. The thing, yeah. Although, the seatbelts are, what do you call that? Inorganic. inorganic material. Their clothing might have been organic, you know. Great. Let's continue the search. I'm looking for signs that...
That's a good point, because we only found Elwood's collar, right?
Yep.
We didn't find a body.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, let's look for signs of any biological destruction outside of the plane.
So it's been a couple of days, so
Yeah.
like there are tracks of animals walking through here.
Yeah.
Ranger Henderson points at bear tracks and he's like, do you think we've got like some kind of cocaine bear situation going on here? And after maybe another 40 minutes of looking, you've got 3 hours, right? On your simulants.
Yeah.
You find to the east of the crash site by about 150, 170 meters, you find a flight suit that has been completely torn open. It's basically just the back of the flight suit, and the front has been completely torn open.
Yeah. Flight suit.
Let me just check if it has a name on it.
Yuli.
Everybody's Yuli.
Everybody's Yuli.
How do I know none of you are Yuli?
One touch and it'll be Yuli. Yeah.
Yeah, you find that one flight suit. If you spent another 20 minutes, another 50 meters beyond that, you find hanging high on a branch the remains of another flight suit.
Okay.
It's about 10 feet up.
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
And there is blood on these flight suits, but
There's blood on these flight suits.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is really interesting because you said it was like a propeller plane.
yeah.
So they wouldn't have needed to be in flight suits.
Oh no, they would wear flight suits.
They would wear flight suits?
Yeah.
For a propeller plane?
Yeah, like just like overalls.
Oh, the more you know. Huh. But the seatbelt was so they got off of their chair, put the seatbelt back in.
No.
You said the seatbelt was still on the chair?
Yes. So I mean, reading between the lines,
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
yeah, you can assume that they were ripped out of their chairs, lifted up out of the seats.
Oh, they evac'd.
No.
No. Yes, it's a propeller plane. Why would they? Yeah. They were
So with the
ripped
seatbelt,
backwards.
the seatbelt would be like this.
Yeah.
So they could just be pulled upwards, like if you pulled those
Exactly.
things apart.
Oh, you okay? So you pull the seatbelts open and then you get out.
Or you don't, and you break the shoulders of who you're doing it to.
Oh shite! Yeah.
Because
okay.
it would be like
cool.
clipped either
Yeah,
centrally or like
you're
at the
looking
bottom
for
of the chair.
logic here,
Yeah.
Oh,
Charles.
yeah, no. I'm just trying to imagine, and I'm really glad you guys are here with me in spirit. Imagine what kind of scene might have led to this. Flew out. Pff, one of them ripped out the back. So if we're going with the whole eyes in the back, blood, cool. Don't stick your finger in the blood. I'm guessing that would be. I mean, don't stick your finger in blood anyway.
It's just a good rule of thumb.
Good rule of thumb. The flight suit that's up in the tree, is it also empty?
Yes.
Yes.
It's just tattered rags.
Tattered rags. Well, shit. Shit.
Yeah, Henderson shouts over to you. He's a
Yeah.
little bit further away now.
Aye.
He watched where you were going. And he shouts, Ranger Paras?
Eric.
Eric, Eric, I got something you should see here.
Let's go.
And he guides you over to what he's found. There's an area of like scrub brush, and something very heavy has smashed its way through. There's a large print of some kind, and Henderson's pointing at it. He's going, "What the fuck do you think made that?"
It's bigger than a bear.
And yeah,
It's not cocaine bear.
I wouldn't say it's bigger than a bear, but certainly it was something large and strong, and it busted its way through here.
Is it clearly moving east?
It's going east, yeah.
Shit.
Did you bring your trusty fire axe?
Yes, always, at all
Excellent,
times.
then nothing can harm you.
It's not even mine. It's Henderson's.
East goes the cocaine beast.
East is the cocaine beast.
So it's going like east as opposed to west towards Seattle, where the other side is.
Correct.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Fuck it. I need to go east. I can't track it from here.
These tracks that you have found with Henderson are a couple of days old.
Yeah. All I know is it's going east. What else can I think about this?
Do you want me to come
Give
back
me
to
a
you?
second. Let me think about this.
Let's go back to Mill Creek. Well, are we even still in Mill Creek, or where have you gone?
Yeah, I feel like we should maybe get her to a hospital, but maybe a different hospital than the one you were spotted at earlier.
Or you could go to the Green Box in Seattle.
Do we just drop her off outside the hospital?
Green box.
Cheers, guys.
I mean, yeah, that's shitty, but like, best to just break one cover, like break one agent's cover, not all of us, right?
But by this time, you came around in about an hour. Like, you're in a lot of pain and you're groggy, but you're conscious.
I mean, I have first aid. I could probably guide them through some first aid. At some point, I'm going to need a hospital.
Well, he's already performed first aid on you.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of Advil, which probably isn't going to help the pain of a broken arm very much, but... I like this green box idea, personally. We could regroup.
What do you want to find at the Green Box?
What if
it's just what if it's just like a locker in a train station?
Fair.
You've got the address of it. It's on a country road, like outside of the city, like a rural road.
Okay, you could drop me off there if it's on the way to Seattle. There would be like a larger, more anonymous hospital there where nobody knows you.
Okay, well, getting out of the city is probably a good idea.
I'm
Anyway.
imagining we're going to the Green Box because Fabio suggested it as an interesting idea.
Okay, well, let's go to the Green Box.
You have the address for the Green Box, and you tell Boshiers, and he changes course, and that's the way you go.
I'm guessing someone's got some Valium or something.
Do you still have your phone on you?
It was probably in the bag, yeah.
Oh wait, I said in the first session I've got metamizole, which is usually used for people recovering from surgery, and I use it for my knee pain, so that's probably doing you at least some good at the moment.
Oh, that makes me very happy.
Exactly.
So the sun is coming up. It's early in the morning as you're heading for the Green Box outside of Seattle, and Agent Madeline's phone starts ringing.
Mm-hmm.
What's your nephew's name again?
Ryan. Ryan? It's very early. What are you doing?
Aunt Selena, I don't want you to panic. But,
That's never a good start, Ryan.
I think someone broke into your apartment.
Oh.
She absolutely sits up and then winces. Broke in. Are you all right? Are the kitties all right?
Yeah, I'm a little scared. I wasn't here, but, how many cats should there be?
7 cats, 7 kittens.
Okay, we might have a problem. 1, 2, okay. Should I call the cops?
Yes, you should call the cops about the break-in at least.
I just saw your bedroom. They really did a number on it. Oh, no.
Ryan, please wrangle as many of the cats that you can. Yes, call the cops about the break-in, but I want you to be safe. Are you going to be okay?
It doesn't feel safe to be here. I think I should stay someplace else. What should I do with the cats, though?
Where are you going to stay?
With my friend, with Zach.
Oh, fuck, what do I do with the cats? Put the cats into my office for now, and I'll call you back about it later.
Okay, are you okay?
Rough night.
Oh, right, okay. Be safe. And he hangs up. Give me a SAN roll. Or will it be willpower?
My current willpower is 5.
Yeah, no, this will be a helplessness roll, so it's a SAN roll.
Crit fail once again. That's a 44 on a 38.
You're lucky the max loss is 1 point. You lose 1 point of SAN.
How much of that do I overhear sitting beside you?
Probably a lot of it, yeah.
Break-in, huh?
Yeah, it's actually not a terrible neighborhood. I'm very surprised. But my nephew, he stays there when I'm away and takes care of the cats.
You don't keep anything related to the program in there, do you?
Oh, no, absolutely not. But some of my personal research is in there.
Have another one of these, it'll help.
Oh, thank God. Anything nice to wash it down with? You gotta have a hip flask on you, I'm sure.
He has a bottle of smart water.
The fuck is that? Is that vitamin water with
Yes.
sugar in it? Yeah, absolutely not. She grimaces like, I'll have it dry.
And we will leave the agents as we pull up outside a storage facility. It looks like no one's opened up yet, but you can see that there are rows of storage units with roll-up doors beyond the fence. Are you going to wait for someone to turn up, or are you just going to break in?
Good question. It wouldn't be like long, right? Like they'd probably open sometime early in the morning.
They'll be opening up soon enough, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we've done all the breaking and entering we need to for this 24-hour period. We'll wait a bit. Maybe the patient can have a nap. Maybe we can have a nap.
We say that we pulled into a gas stop and got me some booze. Great thing to mix with the metamizole or whatever you call it.
Over Garrett's vehement objections, we can do that, yes.
I mean, I said in the last game that Selena has like some medical stuff like in her bag, like an array of drugs, but I don't think she has it with her. I think it's probably in her hotel room.
Yeah, whereas like Garrett's baggie full of other smaller baggies is entirely for his own personal use, so you're lucky he's sharing. What's her drink of choice? Does she want some bourbon?
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Okay, so what's happening with Agent Michaels and his best friend, what's his name? Henderson.
So all I can say is I turn to Ranger Henderson and I tell him...
Well, let's set the scene first. Because it's quite...
early morning.
Shall we jump... We're going to jump forward a few hours to very early morning.
Okay. Well, we could be a little late morning since I've been investigating the site.
Ah, yes, because you arrived there the
First dawn.
evening...
Yeah,
you started your trek there the evening of October 4th, which is when you guys went to the medical center. So we are now early morning October 5th. It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday. So I've been investigating the site with Ranger Henderson. The only thing I've got is it's going east.
Yeah. And I believe you tracked it for a little while. East.
Yeah.
You found some
broken bushes and whatnot,
yeah, the tracks were pretty clear.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, clearly not enough for me to keep tracking it. So Ranger Henderson, we're gonna have to try and track this thing. Clearly it's got only one direction, and it's eastwards. Can I count on you to help me?
Well, why do you think it's gonna keep going eastward? That doesn't seem like something an animal would do.
I'm with you there. What I'm about to tell you, it's very...
Go on, do it.
I'm about to condemn you to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, do something that will make us have to shoot the two of you later.
Well, I mean, like, how else do you get people?
Oh, we're not
going to
find out necessarily.
Yeah, that's true.
Go for it.
Henson.
Eric.
They're bonding.
Are they?
They're on a first name, second name basis.
What we saw from the original point, the original breakage of this contagion was it makes whatever this thing is keep heading east. So that's all I know. I'm gonna have to hit up. I'm gonna have to hit up every town eastwards to find out if there's been any kind of wild animal attacks.
Why on earth would it head east?
Frankly, I do not know. But
Well, should we put out an alert?
for wild animals,
Yeah, I mean, people are in danger, surely.
yeah.
Okay, I'll get onto it.
Yeah, sounds good. In the meantime, I want to keep tracking it.
You gonna stay in the woods? You think you can catch up with that
No.
after?
3 days? No, but I think we should hit up every town eastwards.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Check up with the local sheriffs, find out if they've had any rabid animal attacks.
Okay, well, which way do you want to? Do you want to keep trekking this direction, or shall we go back to the service road? And
Let's go back to the service road.
it's going to take you a couple of hours to get there.
Not even, because the nearest point was only an hour away.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
But you have tracked this thing for some time.
Ah, that's
Although
fair.
it's longer to track than it is to just walk. So yeah, I'll give you an hour.
Sweet. Aye.
And let's leave Eric and his best bud Henderson heading back to to their vehicle to get on the trail of dun 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 whatever this is.
Whatever this is.
Flash over to our green box outside of Seattle.
Okay, what is it? A storage container?
It is actually.
Did you guys meet up for breakfast?
We're still before breakfast, so we're like a bit behind you.
Yeah, there has not been time for breakfast yet.
Maybe there's breakfast in the green box.
So the self-storage unit is made up of 6 long, low buildings, and these are broken up into separate units, and they all have like a roll-up door on the front. They have lights and electricity inside, but there's no like normal push door to open or door that you will pull open.
Nice. And do I have a key for it or like a code?
Yes, you need a code for it.
Okay, sweet. We hustle out of the car carefully in Madeline's case, and presumably this is unoccupied. It's like 5 a.m. or something.
I think it's probably earlier, probably 4. Yeah.
Just try and get in there as quickly and quietly as we can. We can talk inside. Open the roll top door and turn the lights on. In we go.
There are a few items in here. There's some lockers. There is a table and a couple of chairs. There's like a pull-out bed. As I said, there was a light. There's a coffee maker with what looks like tar in it. And there are the items which you can read out there, Patsy.
Yeah, as Garret sort of enters, he sort of checks box. This contains something. This contains something. And shall I read it out?
Yeah. You don't need to go into all the details. There's a lot of detail on weapons and ammo there.
Indeed. Metal box filled with yearbooks from Del Valle High School. 1 Rand McNally USA Road Atlas. Every issue of Saucer Watch's periodical Semper Vigilis between 1992 and 1996. A loaded sawed-off double-barreled 12-gauge shotgun, a green gym bag containing a Magnum revolver, a 9mm pistol with 2 spare magazines, a Bulgarian-made 9mm pistol with 2 spare magazines, a sawed-off 20-gauge over-under shotgun, don't know what that is, but it sounds great, and...
That's the barrel. There's 2 barrels, one on top of the other, rather than side by side.
And a 9mm compact submachine gun with 2 spare magazines, bunch of boxes of ammunition, 4 white plastic full-face masks with eye and mouth holes. Spooky. A police scanner on the floor cycling endlessly through local police fire and EMT frequencies. A plain white card with the text Madam Zelda and a toll-free phone number printed on it, and 2 Kevlar vests, one of which has visible damage from a gunshot. So there's that. Alright, having done a quick whirlwind check of that, Garret is going to stay standing and maybe motion the 2 of you to the chairs, rub his temples briefly. Alright, folks, we got a situation. We need a plan and we need it fast. Haven't heard from Michaels. He's out in the field. We'll hear back from him soon. Need to get you to a hospital, and we got 1 recently escaped entity. Could be possible to track. Witness is minimal at present, but that's only going to get worse as daylight approaches. I like to think the thing's going to find cover as during the day, but that's really the only hope we've got. Any more good news for me, folks?
Well, sorry. I think that this police scanner actually could quite conveniently do us some good. If this thing is on the loose in the town now, we can definitely use this to listen to any reports coming in, but it may be that nothing really starts turning up until evening. That would be nice. I need to at least come up with a good excuse of what happened to my arm, and then find some way to get some emergency treatment. I do not wish to wait through all the ER waiting lines. Perhaps we can pull some strings to get me seen relatively quickly.
Easier to explain than a random gunshot.
Did you guys recover a foot?
We did, and we bagged and tagged it, but then Garret didn't pick up the bag.
I think, did I grab some of your stuff, but pointedly not all? I think I did not have time to...
I think we did a look roll, whether or not you got it. And you did not get it.
Okay, so we are footless.
Your
Damn.
foot.
You're foot loose.
Yes, thank you. I was
that's
about
where
to
I was
say
thinking,
that. Yeah.
As you are sitting here discussing things, the radio scanner, you left it on in the background.
Yeah.
And you hear that an APB has been put out for one male, one female, matching your descriptions for a break-in at the
Coroner's
medical
office.
center.
Look, we're all trying to find out who did this.
Now, it gives your height and race. There's nothing about hair color. Presumably it was taken from the CCTV cameras. So, yeah, they're not very detailed descriptions, but there are descriptions of you together.
That's interesting if that comes from the CCTV, because then the CCTV would have captured exactly what happened.
Oh, fuck.
Was there CCTV in the autopsy room?
Not that we spotted, but who knows? We didn't check very hard.
Oh, so they're going to see a member of the Blue Man Group escaping the thing. That's whatever. That doesn't say anything.
You don't. Yeah, you did not. I think you spotted some cameras. You didn't spot any inside. You did spot some outside.
Yeah, and I think...
And then you failed a stealth roll.
Right. Because there was theoretically a way we could get in outside any of the range of the cameras, and I don't know if we did that. So, yeah, unfortunately there's not a samurai sword in this pile that we can all disembowel ourselves honorably with, so let's keep going.
But there are masks.
Fantastic.
Despite all of what's going on, though, Selena's eye does keep wandering over to the Sorcerer magazines.
Flying Saucer magazines.
What? I thought it was Sorcerer.
No, Saucer Watch.
Oh, I thought it was Sorcerer Watch.
No, it's...
What a trade publication.
just has your face on the front. I'm like, hey, Madeline, what is that?
Okay, not quite what I thought it was then.
No, it's like a UFO magazine from the 90s.
Not quite Selena's thing.
Okay, and I think potentially we can start putting some leads together. And I can't say much, but with the connection with Mount Weather, with Uli and Grieves, this is starting to look a lot more like enemy action, ghost from the past type of thing.
I'm sorry, but I think you're going to have to explain to us a little bit about what is this connection to Mount Weather? What's so special about this?
Get your clearance upgrade and I'll tell you.
I kind of like waggle my elbow a little bit. I think that I've already given quite enough to be let in on what's going on right now. If you want me to perform at the best that I can, then I think you better start talking, Garret.
Job first, answers later, Madeline. All I can tell you is these people were well connected to some stuff that was going down in the 90s. And they had some serious money and firepower behind them, and I don't know what else is remaining from that time other than the creatures that we're pursuing at the moment. Could be we're chasing down a loose end for should have been closed a long time ago.
Well, first things first. We got a fresh opportunity here. There's a new entity on the loose that we know roughly where it is. It's close enough we could track. That's more luxury than we got last time. We ought to follow that thing out of town, make sure it gets out, and cover up any trails it leaves behind, huh?
Garret indicates the sports bag full of the pile o' guns. Want to choose a dance partner for this?
Oh, I got plenty in my trunk.
Good to know.
I think that it would be wise for us to follow up on our witness that we allowed to get away, Garret.
You want to be on that, Maddie?
Yes, I suppose if I find out what hospital they're in, I can coincide that with my checkup. Well, my treatment.
That'd be great. Good initiative. No more loose ends. I pick up the 20 gauge over-under shotgun.
Now, there are 2 shotguns there.
Yeah, there's a sawed-off, which would be easier to conceal inside my big coat, I suppose.
Because Agent Madeline is probably not so good at firearms. Such a good shot. And she has a broken arm. I'll let you know that shotguns, if you're using shotgun shells rather than solid shells, there's a plus 20% to your firearms.
Oh, because it's like scatter shot?
Exactly.
All right.
It's worse against cover and armor. It halves the damage. Or rather, the cover and armor are doubled against the shotgun.
Well, I mean, I suppose Madeline would like to take a shotgun just so that for like last line of defense. But like, it's going to be difficult for her to carry it around.
I mean, the sawed-off could be put it in a bag or something, right? It would be sort of this long instead of this long.
But there's plenty of weapons here that are good for one arm. Why are you taking a shotgun?
Yeah, you want a really big Magnum revolver? Go Dirty Harry style?
Don't they also have a credible amount of kickback?
Well, yeah,
that's not a shotgun, though.
Fair.
And, better an incredible amount of kickback than an incredible amount of being eaten.
True, but I don't know. I feel like Fabio pointed that out specifically as a thing that would make it easier for Madeline.
If you end up in a situation where you're no longer concerned with trying to hide the gun, I'm just letting you know that, like, if the shit hits the fan, you're not as bad as you think you are.
I'm still really giggling because you said no more loose ends, and I'm literally just creating a new one in the middle of the forest right now as we speak.
No, we're going to follow you, closing loose ends as we go.
No more loose ends. We cut to the forest where we got Eric.
I need you to trust me. There's monsters getting out of here.
Just the History Channel guy. Aliens.
Aliens, yeah.
Okay, so Jan, what are you going to do in the next few hours as Madeline?
I think Madeline wants to find out where our I
think she needs to do something about her arm.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say victim. That's not the word that I wanted. Our person who saw us doing stuff.
Witness.
It was like WV. I don't know.
The person who was in the car crash.
The person who's in the car crash. I want to find out where they are. I want to maybe ask the CDC contact if they can get me like an express upgrade to get seen at that hospital. I'll use the excuse that maybe that I was there, but outside the scene and got injured, like seeing that someone was breaking in to the center and was injured, and I then need to go and talk to that person because it's related to our case.
Would the FBI have their own medical facility?
Maybe not nearby.
Or is that a
No
sci-fi
idea.
thing?
Yeah, that's a sci-fi thing. So you are going to put yourself at the scene of the crime purposefully as an obfuscation of what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, but is that a really bad idea because they have someone matching my description on the CCTV?
You have all the information that's available.
They're not necessarily going to assume it was you.
It's quite brazen.
But as we all know, serial killers always revisit.
I just thought it would be like a big coincidence that I suddenly have a broken arm when this all went down. So putting myself like outside that but nearby, that I tried to stop someone from messing with the scene, which we know is under tight jurisdiction.
You could just say you fell down the stairs or something. You have lots of cats. Maybe you tripped over one.
Well, the cats are not with me right now.
They don't know that.
Well, what do you guys think would be a better excuse?
I kind of like your idea because that gives you excuses to ask about the witness, but could go very badly wrong. But I'm a big fan of failing forward, which is why you should take a gun and shoot your way out of a hospital if it goes badly.
All right.
What condition was the person in the car again?
They were unconscious. Yeah, I did a quick first aid check on them and didn't fix them up, but then I called them an ambulance.
Okay, so you're concerned about the unconscious witnesses, what you're telling me?
Well, we don't know if they're
As
still
opposed to all of
unconscious.
the other witnesses that there probably are by this point, or
Well, yeah, you just told me that the person that you're describing as a witness was unconscious.
Yeah, after the car crash where they got a face full of alien wing bong in the middle of the road. We don't know what they saw before that.
Yeah, you don't know what they saw before that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we said we'd tie up loose ends, right? So this is something that I can do. I mean, if it turns out that the witness didn't see anything, I'll let them go. If they've seen something, then they have to go.
Well, I think one or two civvies that's shouting about blue aliens running through the streets, I don't think is that much of a threat. No one's going to take them seriously.
Yeah. On top of that, like, whilst you try and shut up this one guy that maybe did not see anything, there's a chance that other people are going to keep seeing a half man, half woman, blue man group thing. I mean, she had a face growing out of her back, So.
And I only bring it up because I see what I see what your intention is, but with that being your intention, I don't want something that you don't intend to happen because I see things a different way. You know what I mean?
My intention was just to make sure that wasn't a potential dangerous loose end. If we don't think that it's worth it, then I'll just go get my arm checked and that's it.
Well, Agent Garret would have described this person as being unconscious. So they at least certainly haven't seen you. You don't know what else they have seen. But you don't know what else anyone in the city...
Yeah, and that's what we intend to find out.
That's what I'm trying to say, exactly, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if we're discussing this in the green box, Garret would be keen on you going and tying up a loose end, but would not push it far if you weren't going for it. He's just glad he doesn't have to do it himself. Yet.
As I said, I think one guy who potentially saw something is not that big a threat to us. Because if he was in a car crash, so he's fucking concussed, so there's every chance he saw shit. B, there's a much bigger threat ongoing, which is that this thing is still active and less unconscious people could be seeing it.
Of the list of threats in my head that I'm expecting you to deal with as players, that was not one of them.
Okay.
All right. Then I'll just go get my arm seen too.
And you're going to go to like an ER, or are you going to go to...
I'm going to ask the CDC contact if they can fast track me.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
Since I'm working on an active case.
To borrow an old NPS saying... you don't want to miss the forest for the tree. Yes.
No. Then maybe I at least also would say that she would take the police scanner.
It's battery powered, so yeah.
While she's getting treated, she can keep an update on that, and she's got your cell phone number, so she can update you if anything comes through.
I've just got a vision now of 3 months later, Agent Garret just showing up to this person's place, shooting him and walking away.
Not ruling it out. All right? If we get that far, we'll be flying.
Okay, so yeah, you get through to Dr. Kane straight away. She asks if you saw what happened at the coroner's office, because that's where she knows that's where Amanda Griffin's body was, and also the remains of Dr. Grieves. Yeah, she's quite concerned. She does everything that she can to help you. She rings ahead to a hospital. She tells you where to go. She calls them ahead. You're going to be brought straight through to an isolated ward, and you'll be put on lockdown and given medical treatment immediately.
I also tell her that the situation at the coroner's office has kind of been compromised, and there may be incidents starting to be reported throughout the day, and we're going to need her assistance to maybe cover closing some sites.
Okay, so let's cut to the phone call then. You're telling me that whatever this has the contamination has spread?
We're not certain right now, but as was the issue with Grieves, there seems to be something that has, let's say, disappeared from the site. It seems to be the same from the coroner's office, and there is a chance that, yes, there may be something on the loose, for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Just keep it under wraps for now, but as soon as any reports or any suspicious information comes in, you must let me and my team know as soon as possible.
I'll do what I can, but there's only so much that I can do.
Report to us and tell the rest to stay clear.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you everything that I learn, but you have to understand there's only so much I can do to keep the mechanisms of the CDC from working and responding to possible biological threats. But I'll do what I do. I'll do what I can.
Appreciated.
And look after yourself. Try not to get hurt again.
I mean, I had intended not to get hurt in the first place, but...
And she leaves with a promise that she will be in touch as soon as she hears anything. Who wants to go next? Who's got their plan of action locked and loaded?
We should go hunting, right? I mean, we're like a couple of hours behind this thing, but that's a lot better than we've had so far. So...
Sorry, how are you going to get to the hospital? You going to get a taxi?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking we would
drop you off.
Give her a lift on our way to where we're going.
Push me out of the, drive up to the door of the ER, push me out, and drive off.
Literally, yes.
Now, your vehicle description was not mentioned on the police scanners.
Yeah, because Bushes was baby driving it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were also using a rental car. I wasn't using my own car.
You're using a rental car too, so...
Can we return that?
I don't know if you're going to get the deposit back. Yeah, sorry, who's next then?
So separate cars or the same car?
Yeah. Let's go in my car, my personal car.
All right.
Well, where is that? That's on the other side of Seattle?
Oh, where? It's probably at the motel. What do you think?
I mean, that you drove us here, right? Like to the green box. So just take that one for the moment, right? And yeah, we might have to revisit the crime scene, if only to start off the search. Keep going in that direction. Keep an ear out for news, and you get hold of us if there's anything relevant on the radio. What's the smartest thing we can do about that? Yeah, I suggest we head to the site of the car crash, and unless there's police crawling over it already, which there might be, we can search the area and maybe see where our friend might have gone. And if that's not viable, widen our search, look for things broken, look for likely hiding places. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so in the next hour, you drop off Madeline at a hospital. She takes the police scanner with her, and you go back to the medical examiner's office. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see from down the street that this is an active crime scene.
Right.
It's not a terribly hectic active crime scene. There's tape up. There's a couple of cruisers parked outside, and there's maybe 4 or 5 uniformed police officers in the area.
Okay, and you're FBI, right? You can probably shoulder under that tape. You want to go pull rank on them?
What? Yeah, but what reason would I have to make this into a federal case?
I mean, you don't have to. You just have to convince them that it is one long enough for them to tell you anything useful that they found and then disappear like smoke. Right?
We also have CDC fake IDs.
Mm-hmm.
True, I am.
Oh, that's a good use for that.
All right, you want to go up together and be CDC people?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Actually, I'm staying in the car because there's an APB out for me. Go talk to them.
Yeah, you make your way up to the police officer who's closest to the street and standing beside the tape. He eyes you. Not so. Where are you? Threatening looking? Hey, you're just a guy in a suit.
I'm professional. I'm clean and sweet looking.
Yeah, I think he clocks it as a fed as you're walking towards him, and he kind of straightens up. You can see a slight look of disdain on his face.
Wait,
it's gonna be surprised.
Can I help you, sir?
Good day, officer. I am Percy Farthing from the of the CDC. Here's my ID.
Percy Farthing.
very American.
Percy, what can I help you with?
Brother of Penny.
No, I hear there was a break-in.
I thought you were going Foghorn Leghorn there for a second. I said I heard there was a break-in.
Percy Farthing at your service.
Now I am just a humble chicken.
Now here, officer. I come here from the CDC. I do declare. I heard that Sensitive materials were taken from this here facility.
I'm like hiding in the car and just hearing the edge of this. What?
Just
Okay.
extreme cringe on Garrett's face.
He made a character choice and he's sticking with it.
That's commitment to the bit, yo.
So I did not catch any of that. Please restate your business.
I'm with the CDC. I heard that there was some sensitive materials taken from this medical facility in the
sensitive
last 24 hours.
Sensitive, all right, yeah. Some lady's body.
Uh-huh. Now, I heard that this body was also under protection of our department. I'm wondering if you have any information to share.
Oh, they haven't told me anything about that. No.
Is there anyone on site I can
Whoa,
speak to?
you think it's diseased?
I assume.
Hey,
that-
boys! CDC's here. Get back from there. Don't go in.
I mean, I assume this was already recorded. Like the CDC brought this body here.
I mean, there's been jurisdiction, fighting over who's got jurisdiction. So I think they'd know that the CDC has been part of the.
These guys
These
might
are just
not.
patrol cops. Yeah. Responding to a burglary, yeah.
Oh yeah. You should be wearing a face mask at least.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks for telling me. Whoa. Well, how far away should we stay?
You haven't been inside, have you?
Yeah. I wanted to get a coffee.
Oh jeez.
They got really good coffee in there.
You shouldn't be using that coffee machine.
Ah, jeez.
Just take a nasal spray.
Look, if
He takes a tissue out of his pocket and he starts blowing his nose and coughing. It sounds like a forced cough almost, and he just lifts up the tape as waves for you to go in.
all right, what am I
Washington's
looking for?
finest. Well, you're looking for anything we left behind us.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, my bag
that
has
hasn't
got a
already been
foot in
taken.
This
it.
is great, actually. This is wonderful.
All right. What year is it?
Just imagine if you walk into the building, you're like, what year is it?
Didn't we say it was 2017?
Oh,
You there, boy.
I'm not
What
liable
day
to
is
just
it?
have a-
You there, boy. What year is it?
No, I ask. I'm not liable to have just a face mask in my pocket.
It's September 2017.
Well, I'm gonna go in. I'll walk in then.
Yeah, but like it might be regular pre-mascara, but CDC surely would have had
yeah. But I'm not
masks on
actually-
You're not
stuff.
CDC.
But it's a medical facility. There's probably masks hanging
Sure.
about.
So I can grab some scrubs and
some gloves. Yeah.
some gloves.
Yeah, I mean, so you walk into the building just holding up your CDC card, and cops who have not been fully briefed get out of the way.
Back off. Make some distance between you and the crime scene.
And you make your way through to the morgue, which is where they point you, the direction they point you in. And in there you find, did any of you get injured in a way that would have bled? I don't think so.
I didn't get hit at all. I shot the thing, which did nothing.
No, I don't think there's no blood splatters around the room. But there is the sign that there was a struggle. There's instruments have been tossed all over the floor. This tray that they were on is on the floor beside this bed, resting on top of a what did your bag look like?
It was like one of those big gym bags.
On a gym bag that is still lying there.
Gym bag's still there.
Yes, there is a bag on the ground.
Don't open it and expose it to sunlight.
It does have a... How much time would they have had? No, I don't think forensics have gotten here yet.
All right. Well, I'm going to look around for anything that I know belongs to my friends. Anything that gives away what happened here.
There is the sports bag here.
Just the okay.
Yeah.
So the sports bag, I know I'm going to wrap that up in a way, in like whatever materials I can find on site that make it look like it's. I have to, make this safe.
There's a trash bag with biohazard
It'd be like one of them big
sign
yellow-
on it
yeah.
in like a frame, and you can pull that out.
Yeah. Then I'll wrap it up in that. Make sure there's nothing else. I'm gonna have a look around if there's anything that these guys missed. I doubt it, but I don't really know what I'm looking for specifically. Other than we're just trying to like cover our tracks, right?
Do you have any
Yeah.
forensics training?
Oh yeah, I have a forensics kit that's probably on my person.
So I was gonna say if there's anything like blue goop or something like you might want to take any
I was
traces.
thinking blue goop. How blue was this creature?
I'm blue.
Was their blood red or blue?
Do you want to give me a search? What is your search?
Search. I think it's all right. 50.
Yeah. I mean, no one's putting you under time pressure here, so you do find over by the door some splashes of a blue material. They're in very small spatter.
Then will use my collection kit to grab as many samples, or a big enough sample for this, and then I'll clean it.
I was going to say you might want to get rid of it once you've sampled it.
Yeah. Anything that makes this look like potentially more than just a grave digger.
Just a normal body robbery.
A normal necrophiliac.
And are you taking any precautions as you do this?
Oh yeah, I've got all the kit on, like the gloves that I could find and the mask and shit.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you collect a small sample, but it is all that you could find in there, and you're pretty certain that you got all of it. You also have the bag, and that's wrapped up. And yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else here in the morgue.
Okay, and I'll try and head out. I'll let the cops know on the way out. Just I've given the crime scene a scrub, making sure any hazardous materials.
Appreciate it.
Again, you should be okay to get your coffee now. Okay.
Okay.
I gave the coffee machine a look. I gave it a clean.
Did you put blue goop? Let's go back to Agent Michaels.
Aye.
He is now traveling east in a car with Ranger Henderson. What? Ranger Henderson's driving? You driving?
Henderson, I guess. Yeah, it's
Henderson's driving, so you have time to use your phone, use a laptop, if there's something that you want to be doing.
Nope. Resting, because I am lacking in sleep. Okay. So...
I was just going to say maybe we would maybe have messaged Michaels to tell him that he's got 2 more buggies on the loose.
2 more?
Well, isn't there 3 in total, right?
Yeah, 1 we tracked from Grieves' house, 1 from the crash site.
Right, yeah. So we tell him that there's 1 more
examiner.
buggy on the loose, yeah.
Great.
So you're heading east. What are you hoping to achieve by just driving east?
So we know that this thing at least had a partial print matching Yuli's. We know that Yuli's home is east of here. We also know that Yuli's family is also east of here. They live in the same town, just a few houses away. So, and we also know that it is a 3-day walk-in distance from where the plane crashed. What I'm hoping is that this creature takes long breaks and takes weekends off.
Smokes 3 cigarettes in a row on a cigarette break.
But also we suspect that
Who told you it was 3 days walking?
I just looked it up, judged the distance on a map, and was like, 3 days walking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, give or take. But we are also guessing that it breaks during the day, so it's only walking at night. So you can double that. We know that there's a few towns in the way, a few villages. This is mainly forest land, but there's still some little packets of civilization. So my idea is to hit up every single pocket of civilization, hit up the local sheriff, say, hey, have you had any animal attacks in the last few days? No? Great. Cool. And head to Yuli's home. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's go back to, as you are approaching the vehicle, Ranger Henderson goes ahead. He gets into the car. He told you he was going to put out a bulletin for a dangerous animal on the loose. And he does so. He gets on. And before you have a chance to get into the car, he steps out and he goes, Eric, I think I know where it might be, or at least where it was.
Fuck. All right. What we got?
There's a report here from Pell Ranger Station. It's about 30 miles south of here. It's from about 48 hours ago. It was attacked. Door was smashed in. They don't know what it was. It must have been huge. They say maybe a rabid bear. And one of the rangers hasn't been seen since then.
Thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoyed this, please leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice. It'll help spread the word and help others to find us too. If you have any comments, questions, or just want to get in touch with us, you can. You can find us on Instagram with @tales_of_podcast. We'd love to hear from you. This week's Tales of Podcast crew is Mike as Lucas Boshiers, Charles as Eric Paras, myself, Jan, as Selena Goodwill and audio producer, special guest Patsy as Agent Garret, and Fabio as our handler, as well as editor and co-producer. All music and sound effects used with permission and may have been edited or modified for use. Details and links can be found in the show notes. See you next episode!
I've got some army connections. They can do amazing things with bionic arms these days.
She cut to Selena with like a big fucking Lego arm.
And let's go back now to the Snohomish morgue, to Agent Garret and Agent Madeline. They're breaking in to commit most foul deeds. An illegal autopsy. I'll do that again. All right, let's go back now to the Snohomish morgue and Agents Madeline and Agent Garret and their illegal autopsy on the body of... I've forgotten her name. Amanda Hugginkiss. Amanda Griffin. Okay, and so now we will go over to Charles for a scene from another session, which we're editing in for the sake of narrative consistency. There was a report here from about 48 hours ago from Powell Ranger Station. That's about 30 miles from here. It was attacked by something large. They're saying maybe a large bear or a moose. One is...
Did they have moose in that area?
I don't know.